camera, Ben?
I'm here. I was just,
Just saying.
Rubik's Cube, bro.
Right?
Oh, I just got a notification that Xanafan 711 went live. What should we do to start the show today, guys?
We should probably clap.
Okay, ready?
Yep. All right.
Steve, you count.
I know. We doing this clap in 3, 2, 1. All three of you were like perfect unison.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I heard a boom bah, which is better than brah.
Exactly.
Man, I should have written a haiku. Could have written a haiku. Is this a haiku? Hey, how are you? Welcome to Barely a Destiny show, episode 57? 56?
57. What the fuck was that?
That's the best intro ever. That's what that was.
Yo, 57 episodes of intros. You try and come up with something new every time. Anyway, howdy there, cowpokes. I'm Ben Malone, and with me today, as always, we've got Xanafan711, Slapshot Scott, and Scary Internet Guy. What's up, my dudes?
What's going on?
How's it going, boys?
Fucking nothing. I'm trying to burn through this. We're going to burn through this today. We're going to burn through this intro. The band of the week this week. Band of the week is Mountains Like Wax. You can find them at mountainsLikeWax.bandcamp.com. We have a Destiny clan. If you want to join that, you can do it by going to our Discord or by going to www.BarelyADS.com. That is our website, our one-stop shop. I'm going to stop telling people how to get to us from all those other ways.
To web pages on the internet.
Yeah, like you're smart enough. If you're on Twitter, like the Discord links on Twitter, just like look a little bit, or you can find everything at BarelyADS.com, our website that Scott made. It's there.
It's dope.
It's awesome.
Hey, it's also Monster Hunter Clan, dude. Not just Destiny. We play other stuff together too.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do have a Monster Hunter Clan. I don't know what's going on with that. I truthfully haven't really been playing Monster Hunter, guys. But we'll get into it. We don't need to get into that now. If you want your band to be the band of the week, send us an email. Send it to BarelyADestinyshow@gmail.com. Or you could also go to BarelyADS.com. Again, that's BarelyADS.com. Go there and what is it? Like contact or something like that. You can send us an email. Send us a link to your music.
Yeah, there's a contact page with the email link.
And there's cool pictures on there.
Yeah, there's also the Twitter thing right in the top bar, so you don't have to do anything. It's right there.
Yeah, because obviously you've been listening to us for a little while, and your goal now is I want to follow them everywhere I can. I want to know all the Barely ADS news. So if you want everything, BarelyADS.com.
Yeah, incoming
It's right there.
articles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
From me.
Listen, we've been thinking about doing stuff. I don't want to announce anything because I want to talk it over with you guys. But there's been plans made to change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring you better new content. The best show that gets 5-star reviews.
And rates those 5-star reviews,
But you didn't give us any 5-star reviews or 4 or below.
Right.
So we're not going to rate any of your reviews. But please, it does help our show, and we would very much appreciate if you would leave us a review in any form.
Yeah.
But as long as it's 5 stars.
Rip the dream.
5 stars.
Gotta be.
Press F in chat.
F in the chat.
This week's episode is brought to you by
Vamping.
I don't know.
Vamping.
I don't know. Goldfish?
Hey, my son likes goldfish.
Dude, okay. Last
I'm more of
Friday.
a Cheez-Its guy myself.
It's the snack that smiles back. Come on.
Goldfish. This week's brought to you by Goldfish.
Yes.
Last Friday, I was playing video games till very late, and my daughter's supply of Goldfish depleted significantly. but whatever. I buy your food. I'm gonna eat it if I want. I did want to give a shout out. I did a podcast this week, or I did it a while ago, but it came out this week. The podcast is called "Write Songs, You Idiot," and it's a music podcast talking about music. And my band, I went on to promote our record, which is called Brick Thrower, available at failedastronauts.bandcamp.com or on Spotify. Sorry, I have to do it.
Shameless self-promotion. Hey, if you think that's dumb, get your own podcast.
But yeah, I did want to say, thanks to John for having me on, and if you guys don't mind listening to it, it was a very good talk, and just talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of Fast and the Furious. So,
like the movie?
Yeah, just two musicians shooting the shit, two local boys.
There you go.
Anyway, guys, what's up? We're done with that stuff. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Cool.
I think we got everything.
I think that's all of it.
Yeah.
That's like the whole show.
Yep. All right, let's do our outro. We got it.
Okay. You can find us. I'm just kidding. Before we get into Destiny, I've been watching this show. It's called This Is Us. And anybody who's a father or a son or a daughter, basically, if you're alive,
if you're a person,
yeah,
on the planet,
if you're black, if you're white, if you're fat, if you're skinny, if you're popular, if you're not, this hits, like, my wife and I were talking about it. It hits literally every single demographic I can think of.
What about Exos? Does it hit Exos?
Yeah, there's all sorts of robots now.
So Cade 6 could totally watch it and have the feels.
Yeah, it's a show about a family. The family where the mom and dad had triplets, and one of them died, and they adopted a black kid, and just about like what that ended up being like, and it's fucking amazing. Like I haven't watched anything like that in a very long time, where I was like, wow, this is fantastic. It's a fantastic show, but you will cry if you have any feelings at all.
So no.
So Scott's not crying.
Scott's gonna be fine.
I want to see a stream of Scott watching This Is Us. Just wear headphones and just show his face.
Yep. And then you just see like a single tear, just one.
See, but the problem is I don't take things like that seriously. Like people will say the show, they're like, "Oh, you should watch this." Like, I immediately, as soon as I hear that, the troll face comes out, the devil horns come out, and then I'm just like, "This is Mystery Science Theater 3000 time, boys. Let's make fun of these people."
It's funny too, though. That's the thing. They do a lot of good comedy on that show.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic. Just, I don't know. I've been watching it. It affected me. You guys should probably go watch it, so that way you can come back to me next week and be like, "You are so right. This is the best show on the planet."
Where can you find it, Ben? Is this on Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
On Hulu. All right.
Oh,
I'll check it out.
It's great.
try it out.
This is us.
I watched Rescue Bots with my son last weekend.
No, see, anybody who's watched the show and is listening to this right now, they're like, "Fuck you guys for not watching it. It's so good. Oh my God, I love my family."
I watch TV in like one day binges.
You can do that.
Which I did this weekend because I was feeling sick. I had like a 1-day flu, so I binged Altered Carbon.
How's that?
I liked it. We're not gonna, we talked the crap out of it in pre-show. Scary's not a fan.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know. It was a little weird because the dude who plays the main villain in that played the main villain in a show that my wife liked with Kevin Bacon that I hated. It was
I really dislike that actor. Yeah, he's hard to watch.
He's kind of a douche, and then it was kind of funny because, like, I mean, I'm not sure if it's actually him or if it's his character, but the worst part was like the following, for anyone who doesn't know about that. It's about a serial killer, like an English professor who becomes a serial killer. He's like, one of the greatest serial killers of all time. He avoided capture for so long, then it all goes to shit at the end. And like Kevin Bacon is the guy the detective who's been captured him and then is like tracking him, whatever the case may be. And the worst part is like, with the show The Following, like the characters always get into these ridiculous situations. The protagonists mainly. Like they chase a serial killer with like a cult following into like a building that's totally dark, that they have no idea where they are, and you're like, this is a trap. Any sane person looks and says this is a trap. And they just run right in unarmed or with an unloaded gun, and then they get fucking tied up. And while this dude's jawing about his master plan, I'm sitting there thinking, like, why are you standing there having this face off with him, whether you're armed or not? Like, go smash his fucking face with a brick. This dude just murdered a bunch of people. You're standing there one-on-one with him. Go get him. Don't sit there like listening to his fucking plan. So it's horrible plot devices. And I think that's why I have a hard time dealing with that actor in Altered Carbon, because he's kind of the same way, but he gets less screen time. So I'm just like, God, why doesn't somebody just hit this dude with fucking brick? Like,
also, did we have to see his peen? Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, what was with that?
There's a ton of nudity in that show.
I watch Altered Carbon. I missed the boat. I'm over here watching family shows. You guys like Altered Carbon now?
Yeah.
If you like sci-fi, you probably like it. If you,
I love sci-fi.
So do I.
So much.
Sci-fi is my favorite.
A lot of people like it. Scary doesn't like it. Yeah, Scary has good reasoning to not like it. If you want to talk about why Scary doesn't like it,
this video game show has people that love sci-fi on it. Oh my god!
I'm gonna come up with a point-by-point takedown of this show.
You should write an article and post it on the website.
Maybe I will. Dude, I'm not much of a writer.
Okay, I'm about to start posting music
Try it out.
on there.
You probably like it.
Is it legit, Gorilla? Is it? I don't. I don't think it is, Gorilla. Is it as legit as your sticky nades in D1?
Oh my god!
Shots fired.
Is that legit too?
What did I say about D1?
Shots aren't fired. Those are sticky nades, my friend.
Get dunked on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I heard you talking crap in last week's episode, Ben.
Oh, you did listen to it.
Well, I started. I started to. Yeah, I just got to it today.
Oh my god.
And that's fine. That's fine. We'll get some private matches in before we do Vault this week. And
I know that. I know. Okay, look.
Let's see who gets dunked on.
Did I not give a fair analysis of that though? I know you're gonna get me with the shotgun. I was like, I know he's gonna get me with the shotgun, but if you want to see him rage, fusion rifle him before he can get to you.
Man, I will say this about D1 though, like they scaled back the servers or something. It feels weird right now. Like we played a bunch of it over the past few weeks, and it just felt weird.
It feels weird complaining about the D1 servers right now.
Oh, I know, right? Well, when there's so much wrong with D2, where do you even start? But that's kind of another thing though. Like I've been having a lot of fun with D2. I've been playing a lot of D2.
Yeah, man.
And
me too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like, I think I just like I'd been struggling to find a class that I identified with, and I'm just back on that Sentinel train. Like I can't stop playing Sentinel now. Like,
dude, I've been feeling the itch to play Sentinel. I was actually talking before you get in. I was like, I want to try out that the Fun Police Fighting Lion punch build.
Dude, yeah, I don't take those syntheseps off. They just stay on the whole time. I'm just hip firing Sunshot and punching people.
Which is funny because I haven't actually used those yet. I have them in my inventory. I'm like, I need to use these, and then I'm like, fuck it, Crucible
Scott,
time, let's go.
Let me ask you a question. Do you like punching things?
I love punching things.
You're gonna love the syntheseps.
I need to use them then.
You're gonna love them so much.
They're like that's for you. That's the big question when playing Titan: is do I use syntheseps or Actium War Rig?
I don't know. What am I using right now on my Titan?
I can't take Actium War Rig off, especially because I lean on the Sweet Business Actium War Rig maneuver so hard.
Can we talk about fucking Sweet Business for a minute? Like, that's the gun that I use
Like every week.
with Actium War Rig. But I haven't. I actually
We
put it back
always
in my
talk
vault.
about this.
I actually put it back in my vault this week, man. I haven't used Sweet Business in some time now because this week, actually, I was telling Steve, and we were talking about it a little bit in pre-show. I went into the Crucible today with Frostmeyer's Hex, the full auto Iron Banner Scout rifle with high cal, and Antiope. Well, my goal is to get good with Antiope. So far, I'm 1-1. The survival match that I played was pretty good. It was on Burnout, so it was nice.
Gosh, damn,
sort
that
of,
map is good.
it's so fucking awesome, man. I love that map.
Oh my god.
So it was super fun. You know, we toss a thermite. I'd toss a thermite grenade right in the middle by where the heavy ammo spawns on the other team's trying to come forward, pin them in that hallway, and when they're primed with that flame, and they peek that corner, you just blast them with Antiope and they die. It was so good. But Antiope's not so good on the map like was it Pacifica is the new Titan map with all the containers and shit.
Nothing is good
don't
on
like
that
it.
map.
No,
Nothing is good
that's
on
like
that
one of
map.
my favorite maps right now.
I can't.
Yeah.
I never get it.
I didn't,
Dude.
I didn't
I
do good
hate
on
it.
that. I swapped back to Mida and the number, and I was still getting my shit kicked in.
Dude, if you have a team, you can just start the train on that map and just keep running.
This is a good natural segue. I wanted to talk about what are the best guns in Destiny. And what I mean by this is let's go through some of them. Like, what's the best SMG? If you're laying it down, you're like, this is the one.
One. Can we
you
talk
know
about
what?
SMG archetypes though? Because there's two
hold
good
on.
SMG archetypes.
The thing about SMGs is that I still don't have an Antiope.
What?
160 hours in.
So
I'm not gonna bother with that.
So-
You gotta like do an adventure or something to get that. I can't do that. I'm turning in weapon parts over here. I'm just
So then
mailing everything.
I shouldn't tell Scary that the Antiope D that I'm using, the Antiope, however you pronounce it, that wonderful SMG that I have is a masterwork.
Mine
That's
is
been in
too.
my inventory, and I haven't used it outside of a little PVE
I can't
testing.
believe you. I can't.
I'm
believe
looking at one right now. I
I'm
got
seeing the light.
I'm
I
probably
saw
never
the
gonna
light.
get Antiope, and I'm probably never gonna get Midnight Coup. I've just resigned myself to this.
You didn't buy it last week? I bought it. I have it.
No, dude, we talked
Midnight
about
Coup.
this. Like, I found out about it like on a Monday, and I had no
Ah,
time to raid.
rip
There's no
the
time to raid.
dream,
Try getting a raid together
Um,
on PC.
Shout out to Danfinity because we raided with him and that's how I got it.
Hey guys, a real-time look at what LFG on PC looks like, and it's just a GIF of a tumbleweed. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's
man.
not great.
It is great. The New City.
New City's good.
We were talking about
It's no
Pacifica, and that was the map that we had all four of us on PC running around with New City, just being like, "This gun's pretty good. Yeah, man, I like this gun. It's pretty good. Yeah, man, it's pretty good."
Because when you have 4 people shooting the same dude with a New City, they die instantly, which is true for like any gun. But we were like
Yeah.
really excited about New City.
Mm,
Everyone decided to use it.
You know
So
what?
I'm gonna go with New City.
All right. So if I'm using submachine guns, I'm going all out. And I remembered what my Titan exotic is because it's Peacekeepers. And that's because I'm running. It's like New City. It's pretty much the same gun. Stochastic variable in the energy slot. Because
That's a good one.
I like you got to have the close
that one
range
every now and
SMG.
again.
But for that little bit longer range, and it bends right, it doesn't have as long of a range as Antiope. That Atalanta D is just, it's so.
I haven't
good.
even used that one. I have to,
So
we were talking
good.
about this. I gotta check it out.
Okay, we're talking about it. It's what are the perks on this thing?
The perk that matters is
Tap the trigger.
Tap the trigger.
And then it's also got steady rounds. So if you want, you just make that thing laser beam.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good choice.
It kind of is.
That's
I
good.
love that gun.
I like it.
Because when
But
I mean,
does it have tactical mag? No, but for real, New City has quick draw on it and accurate rounds.
yeah, when you're running Peacekeepers, you don't need quick draw.
Yeah. Okay. So
Speaking of quick draw, I got an auto rifle from freaking Future War Cult that has snapshot on it, and it feels crazy. Like
Crazy.
is that the one from the last faction rally?
yeah.
Yeah, I got that. The doubt.
Yeah, it feels really cool to have snapshot just on a regular ass gun, you know? Like it's the thing that you look for on like a sniper rifle or whatever, but having it on an auto rifle feels good. Feels good just to have a snappy ADS.
Yeah,
You
Scott.
know, which
Scary. What's your most recommended auto?
Uh,
Your favorite
This is interesting
what's
because
the Iron Banner auto? I use that one all the time.
forward path.
forward path.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a
I
good
like
one.
it a lot. That's my favorite.
Yeah. I would say, like, if we're talking about auto rifles, obviously Antiope was my SMG choice. If we're talking about auto rifles, man, I love auto rifles. Are we talking exotic, non-exotic? What do we got?
Whatever,
What's
man.
our?
It's sad that we didn't pick the exotic sub, but you know,
Well, it's so
It's
it's
kind of
sad.
meh.
It's
just if you ask me, anytime you ask me like what's the best gun or whatever, I'm talking from a PvP scenario. I'm never talking PvE. You can use whatever loadout you want, right? Nothing even matters. You got
Sometimes.
cluster bombs, maybe you want to
for an auto
Yeah.
rifle.
bosses. Well, I'm just saying, like I don't know. I feel like in PvE you can use whatever you want.
Well, in PVE, I'm using Origin Story hands down
Yeah,
Mm.
origin story. I mean, like if we're talking,
with Actium War
You know.
Rig.
yeah, dude, auto rifles. I love auto rifles. I got so many favorites. Sweet Business, obviously. Uriel's Gift. The
Mhm.
Number has been my main energy auto rifle in PvP and mostly in PvE too. Main reason being ricochet rounds boost the range a little bit.
I got that shit masterwork.
That's my next one to masterwork, I think. I also have two of my favorites of the Hawkeye ones. Half Dandy was my favorite until I got the new Monarchy auto rifle from the last faction rally, which I was talking about, I think, a couple episodes ago, the Loquator 4 or something like that.
Mhm.
Mm.
Dude, that thing is nuts. It feels more stable. Again, I don't have the stats on it. It's just an eye test, but just playing a little bit with it, it feels more stable than the Halfdan. The Halfdan's got this recoil pattern that goes up and down, but left and right. This one seems to have a little bit more steady of a recoil pattern, and I don't know if it's the perks or if it's just like my own headcanon making it up. But that thing has glass half full too. So I mean, when you get down to the end of that mag, you're like two-shotting, the small red bar dregs and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Nice. Well, if you can only take one auto rifle to D3, what are you taking?
Probably the Number.
The Number?
Soros
probably.
regime.
I'm taking the Sand Wasp.
The Sand Wasp?
Oh, Valakaden, yeah. I haven't played the Sand Wasp yet. I can't get one to drop over 325. But I'd like Valakaden too, actually, which is the legendary kind of Sand Wasp.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that high caliber rounds on it, man.
So then is that your favorite auto?
That's
The Sand Wasp?
if we're fighting over autos, that's the one. This is too civil. I wanted throwing down the gauntlet on this.
I
don't
like
think
those
any of
ones
the autos feel good. I'm only picking forward path because we're picking autos. I don't like any of them in D2.
Really?
Sand Wasp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not an auto rifle guy though. Like even in D1,
okay.
I never used them. Even when the Doctor was king, like I just can't get into it. I don't know.
That's like me with hand
With a
cannons.
cannon. That's all I want to do. That's it.
That's like me
Oh
with
my
hand
God.
cannons. I got a Better Devils in my vault that's 330 or 335, whatever, and I'm just like, I'm keeping it because it's good. I have a Dire Promise, I think, too, that's sitting there, and I'm just like, I know they're good, but I'm not a hand cannon person, so
I
that
want
makes
a
me
Dire
sad.
Promise on PC.
That makes me so sad because I have only one hand cannon on Xbox, and it's like
Tell me it's Crimson.
no, it's not even. I don't even know what it's called. It's a Curse of Osiris one, and it's the like 110 archetype, and it feels okay, but it's not Better Devils. I just want Better Devils so bad on Xbox.
Man, it's funny. I was really on that Better Devils train for a long time, and I like rarely use it anymore. Sunshot has become my go-to hand cannon. I just can't get enough of it right now.
PC Sunshot is where it's at.
dude, like flying in. And honestly, it's funny. I recently started using scout rifles again. Like I've been using Nameless Midnight in PvP.
My boy.
With
Oh, wow.
I got a Masterworks Nameless Midnight, so I figured might as well give it a
Ooh.
shot. And people just don't expect it. Like
You have
people,
to sit far back and just peg him in the head.
yeah,
Come on,
dude. Like
You don't
just
even
pick
need
them
to
off.
hit him. You don't even need to hit him in the head with Nameless Midnight. You shoot the corner they're by, and the explosive rounds gets the splash damage. It's fantastic.
Yeah, honestly, I barely even ADS that gun. Hey, but seriously, I'm hip firing that thing, and then I switched to Sunshot and just dunk on them.
Dude, that's the loadout right there. I
Either
was
that, or
using
it's
that.
like 2 Sunshot body shots, and then a melee, and they're gone. Like,
Yes,
oh my gosh, and I'm
I
just
love-
laughing my ass off the whole time.
I gotta say, man, Sunshot, like that's the only hand cannon I actually truly love. 2 reasons. First, it blows things up. It's fantastic.
Mhm.
And second, it's actually a weapon that was made by a Sunbreaker. So the lore behind it is just like, yes, they're
Ooh.
including Hammer Titans in something other than like, hey, they were a thing and now they're gone because the Cabal.
Yeah, forging stuff. All right, what's the worst exotic? Not
Oh,
armor, just weapons.
Jesus.
Crimson?
I don't think it's fighting lion. I think
There's
it's
No, I think
Uh,
it's Crimson.
I think it's
no,
Grav-
Graviton Lance.
Risk Runner. Come on.
That's true. Graviton
No,
Risk
is
Runner.
bad.
Risk Runner's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad.
We're not going to say Sturm.
Sturm's pretty bad.
No,
I don't even have
that,
Sturm.
that gun sucks. I almost deleted the fucking quest for it because I'm like, I don't really give a shit. First of all, it's a fucking hand cannon, and I don't use hand cannons. Second of all, it's like exotic perk is kills with that, refill the mag of Drang, which is a fucking sidearm. Fucking sidearm.
See, but I really like Drang. I think
See,
Drang is my favorite sidearm.
I
Drang
threw
needs
that in
to
my
be.
vault and gave it the finger and told it to go fuck itself and give me back my goddamn energy slot.
Drang needs to be an exotic also. I'm saying
That'd be
it.
cool.
I think Sturm and Drang should be an exotic pair, and they should feel like they should feel like a pair. Like it's one gun over 2 spots, so
That
that way
gun
it's
needs-
not like over.
Oh, Prospector is pretty bad. Golf.
Darcy.
Darcy's pretty bad.
So many of these,
I have
honestly,
so many.
I've just never even used any of these. They don't even seem good. How sad is that? Like most
I
of these
don't
I've
use.
never even
Yeah,
equipped.
I usually don't use an exotic unless it's the colony.
I think I've shot 1 clip of Darcy.
Yo, I'm not
I've
gonna
never
lie,
even
man.
used it. I've never used a sniper in D2. Like not even.
Oh, dude, you got to get that maximum 11 life going because that thing
I-
is good.
I have all of them.
See,
I have like everything except for
I-
the main ingredient.
I used a sniper one time to use the scope to look for phase glass on IO. That was all I used it for. I promptly put it back in my vault after that. It's essentially a pair of binoculars with a fucking gun attached to it. Dude, like Steve said, the colony is the only exotic he uses. I use that, and again, I'm not gonna lie, I use Mida all the fucking time, and I don't
Mida's
care.
a
No
solid gun.
apologies.
No,
I like a few guns.
I don't
a
think
few
you should
exotics.
apologize for Mida. I think it's a
Yeah, there's
very,
no
very
reason to.
solid exotic.
Oh, no.
You know,
Everybody bitches and complains about Mida scrubs and whatever. It's like, I don't care, man. This Mida scrub just fucking
Well,
tapped you right between the eyes and got that kill. So get good, you know?
and it
like,
sounds
Sweet
so
Business
good.
is good. Vigilance Wing is good.
Oh, Vigilance Wing. I love that
Vigilance
gun.
Wing is great.
It's so cool.
Cold Heart. I still love using Cold Heart.
How about,
Sunshot's dope?
How about the lens, man?
The lens, they fixed
Prometheus
it.
lens.
I haven't tried it since they fixed it.
Yeah.
Merciless is cool.
You know what they also fixed?
Super fun.
The colony on PC, and it feels.
Oh,
good.
they did. I didn't.
Right.
It
know
doesn't feel
that.
good to get wrecked by it, but
Ooh, you know what? The pro strat for the colony, everybody. All right, so if you're going up against someone with the colony, jump and charge straight at them.
That's a
Because
good
if you
idea.
do anything else, you're gonna die. So you might as well charge
I
straight
just
at
run
them and
very
try
far
and get
away.
the kill.
I was gonna say I've outrun colony grenades a couple times before.
Usually, you're not far enough away at first to escape it. You know,
Maybe I just played against people who are shitty with the colony.
I probably
I don't-
because
I don't know how you can be shitty with the colony. True story. During one of the last Iron Banners, I was fucking around with, or no, was it Iron Banner? Was it? It was one of the Mayhem when they had the Mayhem playlist and you were getting heavy every like 2 seconds, basically.
Mhm.
Was that with faction rallies, or was that was something? I
I
forget.
forget what that was.
Yeah, I think it was the Dawning. That's what it was.
Ew.
Right. So,
Oh, that's
anyways, yeah.
Hey, Mayhem was dope though.
Mayhem was
they can
dope.
keep the Dawning around all day long if they
Well,
want.
Dude,
As long as we
speaking
get
of Mayhem, Mayhem is coming back.
Yeah.
But it's
So
on a
it's
weekly
coming.
rotation.
But what is it on a weekly
It's
rotation?
3. There's only 3 in that rotation, so you're gonna get it every
Yo.
3 weeks.
Yeah, Scott, finish your story.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
stop jumping ahead.
Colony.
Stop jumping ahead. So, if you're bad, I don't understand how people can be bad with the Colony. Because on the last event that had a Mayhem playlist, I picked up heavy. I'm running across the map on the outside of Altar of Flame.
Mm-hmm.
I pointed it in the air, off to the left slightly, and it was at like a 45-degree angle in the air. Nobody, I was getting closed in on by a hunter. They got 2 shot on me, so I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna empty the mag." Guess what? Double down across the map, aiming and just spamming the trigger into the fucking air.
Oh,
That's awesome, dude.
I don't know how you can be bad with the Colony. Like, I was just shooting it, and it
the
killed
reason-
2 people on the other team. It was amazing.
Because a lot of people that use the Colony are like, they try to pull the surprise bitch and like jump around the corner and just shoot like shots real quick. But like if you are on the receiving end, if it's that kind of Colony user, that's when you just jump and charge with your SMG or hand cannon or whatever, get a punch in there. They're not going to be expecting it, and they can't switch fast enough to another gun to kill you. And those Colony shots are behind you at that point. They might still get you, but you're going to take them out.
So it's trade at best, or at
No,
least,
trade.
yeah.
Yeah, trade at least. You know.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, granted, I've been playing a ton of Hunter, so getting in the air and charging like and meet like on the fly, like real quick reaction is a lot easier than like a Titan or a Warlock.
It is true. Just springing in there like that.
Yeah, you're just like over top of something immediately. So, but yeah.
So Mayhem's coming back.
It is coming back.
Yeah. So from what I understand, it's gonna rotate with Rumble and eventually doubles, right?
Doubles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is cool because we all like the doubles. We all thought that was kind of, a fun
Well, it's not
romp.
gonna be Crimson doubles. It's just
No.
gonna be regular doubles, which
What?
They
If
said they're
I-
tweaking it based
Yeah, I was
on the
gonna
stats
say.
they've gathered.
They're changing it a little bit. They're not.
Mhm.
I don't
I
think
want
they're-
those buffs though. I want it to be fun.
The quote is
Yeah, I
they
hope
want
they
to
keep
give
it
it. They
pretty
want to
much
give it more polish and flexibility.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, like tuned down grenades, but
Mm-hmm.
they want
Why
you to
would
be
you-
more flexible with
Why would-
fewer grenades.
Wait, hold on a sec. Why would you want to tune down grenades? You guys don't want to throw rocks at each other the whole match? Do you
I
want to
like a
actually use
little bit
guns?
of
Come
fighting.
on.
I love rock throwing.
I like the super fast nades, but not like that fast. It's too much.
Yeah, it was pretty
Um,
ridiculous.
But well, we were talking about Rumble. That's pretty big, right? And
That's
I-
huge.
And it's
Yeah.
it's 8-man Rumble, which is crazy.
8-man
awesome.
rumble.
so
That means the
Rumble-
same amount of people on the map is normal, but everybody's your enemy. And
It's
there's
going to be
and there's
insane.
no points for assists.
no points for assists.
So
only
I'm gonna
kills.
be just running around, just trying to like tap people in the foot and get that last cleanup the whole game.
corner camping
I'm-
with Nameless Midnight.
Sure. I'm just gonna sit
as well.
back and do them dirty.
And double pulse nades. Yep.
Oh man. Double pulses.
Yeah, and then doubles is coming back, but it's getting changed. And mayhem, they say, quote, mayhem is still mayhem. So good to know.
Yeah. But the biggest or the soonest thing that's coming
Yeah,
next
the
week.
soonest thing that's happening is Iron Banner is coming back, and we all know.
6v6.
Yeah, we
But
all.
that's
we
not
all knew
next
this.
week. Iron
It
Banner
is.
66 is not next week.
Are we
Okay.
sure? It doesn't. Does it say specifically?
I'm pretty. I just saw a tweet about it.
Oh,
I'll
okay,
look
okay,
it up.
okay.
We can edit all this out, right, Ben?
It says the game is
No.
Clash.
Sometimes we're wrong.
Ben, we can edit all this out, right, Ben?
We're never wrong. What are you
We
talking
can absolutely edit all this out.
Sure.
I promise. All the listeners out there, I promise you, we're gonna edit all this out.
So
It doesn't say it's
You know,
not
can
6v6.
stand by.
It
I'm looking.
doesn't-
I just saw
Yeah.
what's his face tweet about it.
Yeah, it doesn't say it is or is not in the TWAB, so people are probably freaking out right now.
So
TWAB's only been out for like a couple hours.
anyway,
To freak out? I thought that's what we're all supposed to do, right?
it's 6v6. They increased the time limit to 12 minutes. Score is 125. Respawn time is 7 seconds.
Oh, and here's the reason why I think Scary might be right. Continue.
And control zones take slightly longer to capture. Additional guardians, max of 3 in a zone, increased capture speed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these control changes. I think it's dumb.
And then guardians participating in a capture get more super energy.
I like these changes for 6v6.
Play the fucking objective.
Like in 4s, yeah, 1 player capping, that's cool. In 6-person control per team, I think the more people you have on it, it should go.
That's why
faster.
I always liked control in the first place. Was because you knew that that's where the action was. It wasn't just going to be one boner hanging out there doing his thing. Well, it might be, but you would know because
Nobody wants to run into a single boner. You want to know when you're running into like 3 or 4 boners.
Yeah.
Is that right, Ben? That's
Yeah.
what you're getting at. Real time follow up. Yeah, Derek Carroll tweeted at Bad Bungie Tweets to say 6v6 will be introduced with update 1.1.4. So not this Iron Banner.
Not this coming week,
Okay.
yeah.
Confirmed.
Right.
That's okay. We'll
And
wait
it's-
patiently for
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's going to be control based on what they're talking about.
But the next Iron Banner is Clash.
Yeah.
And
I'm stoked because honestly, I'm not a fan of control and force. I'm not a fan.
Boo. I love
See,
control still.
I was going to say, when we played Iron Banner, 1 or 2 Iron Banners ago, it was Control. I loved it because it was a full clan fire team. We had one guy on point A, one guy on point C, and one guy who would just pop out and recap point B after we funneled the other people to him. It's strategy and tactics, man. I love that shit. And people were pissed about it, but who cares, man?
So, did anybody play the Nightfall this week? The new changes to it?
I did not.
Not yet.
Someone in the clan did though. I got that engram.
Yeah, me and Todd and who was with us? Maybe Captain, I think.
How was it?
We did the Nightfall. Honestly, like it felt like an old Nightfall, really. So like that's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, the time limit being gone,
challenge cards on it.
dope. I did get a challenge card to drop, but then we had another person join us, so we hopped into PvP for a while. So
Wait, so how do
Haven't done that
you get the challenge cards?
it dropped for me at the end of the Nightfall, but
So
it
you
did
have
not
to-
drop for everybody.
Oh, that's interesting
Okay.
because I thought you had to go to like Zavala or something to pick it up, and I didn't see it. And I thought, oh, maybe it was
Maybe
the
you
next
gotta.
update.
Well, I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't
So-
think they were active yet. So maybe you got like a beta card.
No, they're out.
No,
No,
they're
you
supposed
don't.
to
Those
be
challenge cards are out,
active,
yeah.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
They're
Because
basically
they just-
those
well,
are
they
just
posted
basically
high scores.
high score multipliers, right? Or score multipliers is what they're.
Yeah,
They make
and
it
they're
harder, and your
modifiers.
score goes up more.
Being that we're recording this on a Thursday, I have not had a chance to play Destiny since the last time we recorded.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have tried this out and been a better podcaster.
I've only
All
played.
right.
I only played PvP this week.
Welcome to the shit show, everybody. This is us.
This
Yeah,
is us,
see?
recommended by Ben on
Seriously.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Other than that, they did talk about in the TWAB with weird spawning situations in the raid, and they're looking at that. So
Oh yeah, there's some pro tips in there, so check it out.
yeah, you can
I don't
avoid
actually
this
know.
issue by sticking together as a team while trying to. What?
It's essentially
They say that you can avoid this by not dying.
Is that the
No.
one? Is that the one?
They
at
said if
dogs
you-
where if you hang too far back, the door closes and you have to go to orbit.
I think it's the Leviathan is where you have the
Oh.
problem. The
So you have to stand by each other. Okay.
it's not Eater of Worlds though where you have the problem, is it?
No, it's Leviathan.
It's just regular Leviathan, yeah. So what they said is that if you change your armor or weapons while you're too far apart,
Yes.
then it can like overload the world and then people won't be able to respawn in or
Which is
something like that.
which is
So
also
stay together when you're changing your crap. It's
Yeah.
that hip hugger meta. They're really trying to get you.
They're saying,
They want you to stay together, guys.
So
Well-
if you need to change a gun, group up.
well,
That's it.
I on the I can't remember what raid it was, but I've raided a couple times in the past couple weeks. It's felt weird but good. There is a way to kind of get around it that I don't know how well it actually works, but it worked for us. If you spam swap your helmet,
I've heard that's a myth.
They said
seen-
just putting on whatever gear you changed, reverting it back to what you did have, can fix it.
Oh,
Just read the TWAB. Hey guys, read the TWAB. It's in there. You having this problem? Hit up the TWAB. They've
The
got some
TWAB.
suggested things to try in there. You might just be out of luck. It's a bug. And they also said they discussed whether or not it's like a scripting problem or a coding problem. Scripting being the easy one to fix and coding being the difficult one to fix. And guess what? It's the coding one. So it's going to take a hot minute. Remember heavy ammo glitch in D1? Hold on to your butts, fam.
right.
We
Which,
might
by the
have this
way-
one for a while.
I'm really glad they've been like giving us some inside baseball in the TWAB
sure.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that to like kind of explain like, hey, this is why you don't get a fix next week. You know, like calm your tits, everybody. Like we're working on it, and here's why it's taking so long. That's a great way to go about it.
It is really good to get acknowledgement that an issue is an issue before it lingers too long. So like I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
I wish they could fix things faster, not because they're game breaking or whatever, but mostly because I'm sick of hearing people say, "Well, Fortnite does things really fast."
Dude, Fortnite's a fucking potato. Come on.
Like
compared to
it's the
Destiny,
taniest game in the universe compared to Destiny.
you could
So, like,
run that thing off of an iPhone.
if somebody doesn't
4.
understand that, I can't be bothered.
It's one map, and there's like what, 15 to 20 guns.
Yeah, I know.
and it's all randomly generated, so it doesn't have any memory. or
It's
anything
not
like
even that randomly.
Really?
It's randomly generated in the same way that the Infinite Forest is randomly generated, where there's like specific spots that things can spawn, and they will
Oh, right.
randomly
Really?
spawn there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause,
play
like,
Fortnite.
The chances of getting like, for example, if you drop in the same spot every time, you'll start to notice where chests will show up. As
Yep.
opposed, like, and they'll like most of the time they'll be there, and sometimes they're not. But if they're not, they're somewhere else that you can easily access.
That's
Yeah, and
really
they-
interesting.
There's like blue and purple guns,
Mhm.
same gun colors as Borderlands. For those of you who have played Borderlands, the difference being,
Same gun colors as every game since Diablo 1.
yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much the same thing as Destiny.
Yeah.
It's just not yellow. The best ones aren't yellow. Again, quote air quotes. The best ones aren't yellow. They're orange or something.
Yellow, orange, gold. Usually means
Yeah, it's
the best,
basically
yeah.
gold, a different shade of gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why like people get way into that game, man. Like I'll play it with Gray Fox and friends and stuff on the weekends, play a couple rounds, play for a few hours. But like I can't. If my friends aren't on saying, "Yo, let's play Fortnite," I'm just not playing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of feel the same way about PUBG. I don't really like playing PUBG by myself. It's not that fun of a solo experience, if you ask me.
Yeah.
No, it's a
like-
terrifying experience solo.
Like just crawling around or whatever. PUBG is great for doing hot drops
Mhm.
with your buds.
With
All
your
right,
That's what
buds.
you want.
So-
yeah, you need hot drops with some buddies. That's what you need.
Speaking of battle royales, H1Z1 is about to come out with a new game mode, which, if anybody doesn't know, that was kind of like what it was the spark. I don't know if it was the first battle royale, but it was the spark that
Yeah,
triggered.
you're wading into dangerous territory talking about which was the first one.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's considered to be like the spark of the battle royale. I don't know who was first, but they're releasing a 30-on-30 battle royale where you're using just vehicles. So you're basically like
Like,
trying
are they
to-
regular?
I-
Are they regular vehicles you can drive like from the street, or are you getting like the Mad Max war rig, and that's the equivalent of the fucking rocket launcher or something?
I don't know. All I know is that like someone getting nuclear bombed right now.
Oh, sorry. That's just the police outside my
Yeah,
house.
it's
There's probably
the
a chopper coming in soon, so stand by, everybody.
I was gonna say it's the hourly car chase scary.
Yeah, exactly. Just
is it on the news yet?
It's always on the news. There's a 24-hour car chase station here. All right, guys.
Yep. I can confirm that one of my buddies moved from Western Mass out to I believe it's the same area you're in. I know he's in LA. So he probably gets it like literally nonstop 24 hours, but he's always posted about car chases being on TV. And I'm like, holy shit, it's like the most
Seriously. And the helicopter searchlights going through your backyard and crap.
Yeah.
It's the most stereotypical thing ever.
It's just
LA
I mean
is-
it's already escaped from LA over here, so don't even worry about it. Everything's fine.
LA
It's
is
Mad Max
kind
AF
of
over
giant
here.
anyway. It
It's
takes
fine.
over an hour to drive from one end to the other.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Steve, you're talking about battle royales,
Mm-hmm.
and a new battle royale has come out for early access, and it's called the Hunt Showdown. I think we may have talked about this before.
Yeah. You did reference it.
Yeah. So basically, it's a couple of small teams. I think it's 2v2v2v2v2, like a bunch of 2-player teams,
Mhm.
and you're trying to hunt a monster and also kill each other.
That sounds dope.
It does. It looks really good. So check that game out.
Sounds like old school like MMO PvP, where it's like you're dungeon crawling with your group of 6, and you're trying to kill this boss and farm for some sweet loot, and then all of a sudden another team of 6 jumps in the room, and you've got to fight this like giant ghoul or something, and 6 other people at the same time.
That's pretty much what it's about, dude.
Oh my god, it was so fun.
And it's for the makers of Crisis. So
It looks good as hell.
Crisis.
Like, I mean, it's a pretty looking game, and man, I had it on like in alpha or something, or the last beta, and I just forgot to play it. So
I'm really considering picking this up. So if any of our listeners want to pick up Hunt Showdown, let me know.
What
platforms? Discord or on Twitter.
Seriously, if somebody
PC.
we know has it,
Oh,
I
just
want to know.
PC? Just PC?
I think it's just on PC right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, why don't you get it in
Masterclass.
gear, Zan? Yeah, why don't you get it in gear, buddy? Get that PC put together.
First priority on my list right now, as far as monetary funds, is Guardian Con, so that's gonna have to wait.
All right. Speaking of games that are on Steam, Steam has some games on sale right now. We'll do a little bargain bin right here. Near Automata, 50% off. It's $30. Tomb Raider is 85% off. The first of the new ones. It's $3.
$3. Okay.
Holy hell!
Rise of the Tomb Raider is 50% off. It's only $20 right now. And then Deus Ex Mankind Divided is a pretty old game. $6 right now on Steam.
I will say, Near Automata has gotten everyone I've talked to that's played it loved it, and it's real quick. It's like a sci-fi AI consciousness JRPG.
Yeah, so those are some games on Steam that you can pick up. Steve, there's some free games for Xbox this week.
Yeah.
There's a month. This month, right?
Yeah, for all month on Xbox One, you can pick up Trials of the Blood Dragon, which the explanation just said it's Trials meets Far Cry Blood Dragon. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that Trials, the motorcycle game.
Sure.
Wait,
it's like a puzzle game where like you drive around a motorcycle. It's fun.
Wait, hold on a sec. Like, you're hunting dragons on a motorcycle? What is this?
No.
It's like a side scroller kind of game, yeah?
Yeah. So it's based off of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragons like world basically, but it's you just like ride a little motorcycle around on ramps and try and like solve puzzles basically. It's like, can you get to the end of the level?
So is it it's like a Trials bike game?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, so that's free right now on Xbox. What else?
For the second half of the month, starting March 16th, you can pick up Super Hot on Xbox One. For the first half of the month, for Xbox One or 360, you can pick up Brave, the video game, the Disney game.
Get it for your kids.
And then for the second half of the month on Xbox One or 360, you can pick up Quantum Conundrum.
I have no idea what that is.
It's $10 like normally, so it's take what you
giving
want.
away some real good ones there, Xbox.
Yep.
And then PC, PlayStation actually right now has the Critics' Choice sale going on. Let me check for you real quick. Trying to figure out how long the sale's going on. Until March 6th. So hopefully we get this out real quick.
March 6th. That's 5 days from recording, so
I think
It'll
we'll
be
be
on.
fine.
Call of
PlayStation
Duty
also has Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank right now for free if you got PS Plus, which is kind of dope. Bloodborne's kind of a big deal.
Bloodborne is free?
I have that game. It is hard as fuck. Ratchet and Clank, I definitely want to pick up. That sounds fun.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get both of them, and I'll never play either one of them. Guaranteed.
I'm probably going to be playing Bloodborne because Monster Hunter has made me interested in Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
I will say this, it's probably worth mentioning for everybody who has a friend of a friend or somebody who maybe bought Destiny 2 and didn't buy the expansions. All the Destiny 2 stuff is on sale for like 50% off.
Dang, dude.
Including the season pass stuff. It's like,
wow.
I want to say the season pass is like $60, whereas originally it was like 100 or something. So just go buy it, man. Go play the Osiris expansion. Get ready for this next one. Join all of us, and get ready for these new updates coming out because it'll be good. It'll be fun, I promise.
Speaking of the Souls games, though, Humble Bundle, the monthly Humble Bundle right now. It's like $12. You get Dark Souls 3, and then once the bundle like kicks in, you'll get a bunch of other games that will be like on top of that, which is pretty cool. I've been subscribed to the Humble Bundle monthly for like, I don't know, like a year now. So then anytime Dilla asks me if I have a freaking PC game, it's like, whoa, yeah, I do. Well, no, he was recommending games I play with my lady, and it's like, whoa, I already have that one. I had no idea. It's just in my Humble library. But it's right there. It's pretty awesome. And I mean, Dark Souls, frick. I got it. I may never actually play it, but it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
But
just waiting to dunk on me.
This Critics' Choice sale there's a ton of games on sale, and they're all good games.
Oh my god.
Some pretty big stuff. There's a bunch of Grand Theft Auto and stuff.
Yeah. So Call of Duty,
Tons.
The new Call of Duty's $47, Horizon's $35, Last of Us Remaster, $12, Hellblade, $24, Prey, $24, Assassin's Creed, $46, The Witcher Complete Edition, $25, Uncharted Lost Legacy, $24. That's just the big ones that I was looking at. This Grand Theft Auto's on sale, Gran Turismo, the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy is on sale, Dying Light, Elder Scrolls Online, there's so many games.
It's literally everything. By the way, speaking of the new Call of Duty, the World War II one, they had a free multiplayer weekend recently. Man, that game feels like garbage. Did any of you guys play it?
No.
I can't believe that's the newest. Like, I can't believe that's what Call of Duty's up to.
Oh man,
it really makes me sad.
You're like the first
Call of
person
Duty,
that doesn't like it.
Call of Duty. I was going to say Call of Duty, in my opinion, has been garbage since the inception. I think it was like Black Ops 2 is the only fun one, and then it was like
Black Ops 2 was awesome.
Maybe Nazi zombies, and then everything else has just been the same old bullshit hammered into a new package. Yeah. It's like, I'm not paying $60. That's like buying the new like EA Sports game of your choice every fucking year. You're paying $60 for a roster update. No thanks,
dude. I was really excited.
Sorry.
I was like, I had been considering getting it because it's like, man, I could use some like Twitch like PvP. You know what I mean? Like Twitch skills, like not streaming Twitch, but like let's just get a super short time to kill kind of thing going on. And like I was kind of excited about maybe getting it, and man, it just felt not good. I mean, you know, you can at me if you want, I guess, but like, yeah, Call of Duty World War II, not my bag.
Aren't they remastering Black Ops 2?
I No, I saw it on Steam recently. Like it was like on the front page of Steam, and I don't know why.
I saw something about one. There's a Call of Duty being remastered, and everyone's super psyched about it.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know they're coming out with some sort of Nazi zombie collection thing where I think it's just Nazi zombies.
Okay, I could get down with that.
Yeah,
great. I'm waiting for that.
That's
forever been like, just give me that game.
Yeah, that's like Gray Fox's jam, man. That's how him and I, like, he got me back into gaming by handing me the, we were like in college. He was in college. I was working at FedEx with him, just passing the controller back and forth after our shift and at his house, and that's pretty much how we played. We're doing like split screen, whatever. So he's super hyped about that. He's been talking about it, and I don't know if it's coming out now or sooner, but I know he was talking about it like last week. He's still hyped about it. So
I don't know. I didn't see anything about it.
All right.
Don't be too excited, Ben.
No, I just looked it up on Google, and I'm not seeing anything about that. So,
I don't know. Sometimes I hear Call of Duty, and I just kind of, I go in and out. Go in and out.
We have a bunch of questions from chat today, from Discord.
Discord.
So,
if you want to ask us questions, get in the Discord, or just ask us a question on Twitter.
I posted one in the show notes, Ben.
Oh, I don't even know where this is.
Here's the first question from Gorilla Golf. What's more annoying, the colony or the hunter sword? What do you think, Scott?
Hunter sword, 100%. I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll be honest. The first and only time I've ever bagged somebody in Destiny, it was some fucking hunter with Quick Fang running around spamming Quick Fang the entire Iron Banner match last time. So what happened? Me and Gray Fox, yeah, we got killed by him like 3 times. He's sitting on a control point, not watching him. It wasn't just double pulse nades; it was quad pulse nades. And as soon as he died, we fucking bagged the shit out of him.
That's awesome.
I think the colony's more annoying, to be honest. I am a Quick Fang user, but I think the colony is a more easy mode than Quick Fang. With Quick Fang, you still got to get in there.
Yeah, but it's so annoying.
Yeah, I'll say this. I don't know which one is more skillful to use, but I am way more angry when I die to Quick Fang.
Yeah,
way more angry.
Irritating.
All I'm saying
what
is,
are you doing with that damn sword? Oh, you're having a fun time just sitting there, not doing anything.
Honestly, it's only when they're crouched around a corner. If they rush in and they juke me and they slide through and they get a kill, like, good on you. But
that's
when
how
I just come around a corner and they're just crouched over there,
and they just do the
got
you.
No,
and then they crouch back down.
Yeah, that's what we call scumbag.
See, I don't crouch behind corners with Quick Fang. I get that Quick Fang and I'm like, speed boost? Yes. I'm playing a Night Stalker. I can go invisible. Yes. I'm using Dragon Shadow, which means when I go invisible, I get to be faster too. Yes. So it's like round the corner, go invisible, charge at super fast speed, juke and slash like 2 or 3 dudes aggressively. Oh, nothing feels better than that.
My problem with it, though, is the amount of ammo you get for swords.
You get 9! 9 swings with Quick Fang.
It's ridiculous.
If you start on a roll, you can lap the fucking map. Like, I've been in banner matches before where there's a Quick Fang hunter doing that, and they're running laps around the map like it's fucking NASCAR, just Quick Fanging everybody, and every time they pass that heavy ammo, it's back up, so they pick it up and just keep going. I'm like, God, I hate you right now.
For reference, see my YouTube, Quick Fang OP ? It's we've talked about it before, but that I was doing that. I didn't die.
Dude,
I got 21 sword kills.
It's effective, but there's nothing that tilts me more than a fucking Quick Fang hunter, whether they're using it like the skilled way or whether they're just sitting around a corner swiping people. There's, like I said, rage inducing.
Absolute Zero wants to know which region of America has the funniest accent. Oh, I'm sorry. I think he meant to say accent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Converse was like Ohio, which is really funny.
Ohio has a really funny accent, if you ask me.
Ohio is actually considered to be the non-accent.
No, it's not.
We got in
See,
this
this is
fight
just a
because-
classic case of people in Ohio just desperately needing something to be cool about.
Sorry,
Classic
dude.
case.
Don't have that California
Guys.
draw.
Guys, we're a swing state. Guys, we don't have an accent. Guys, we've got a bunch of breweries. Guys, we've got the most astronauts trying to get the hell off this planet just to get away from Ohio. Enjoy that. Thank you for that question. Absolute. Wait, who asked the question? Was that Absolute Zero? Yeah, that's a good question. And the answer is Ohio sucks.
The funniest accent is
I'm
where's Fuzzy from?
I'm gonna say Minnesota. I was gonna say that because it's like wannabe Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one is freaking funny.
Yep.
That's the funniest accent in America. What spot in the U.S. do you really want to visit? I guess Hawaii.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I
Hawaii?
like that. I would say Hawaii, but I've also never been to my home rink to see a Sharks game. So
you're not missing anything, bro. If you've been to a city, it's the same thing.
Dude,
yeah,
that area
but,
of NoCal is pretty hood. I hate to like upset you, but it's pretty hood.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Did I say Ohio? I meant California.
No, I'm not gonna disagree, man. Like I do the music thing. I know some people who live out in that area, and they're like, dude, it used to be way worse. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, the reason this came up is because somebody was saying how there was a guy at a bus stop who had started picking fights with people and pulled a knife on somebody. So one of the guys that I know, or one of his friends, something like that, he's like, we're all from San Jose in the 80s. We all carry knives. So he pulled the bigger knife on the homeless guy. He basically Crocodile Dundee'd him, and then they like tackled him, and cops got there and arrested him. So yeah, I'm well aware of how hood it can be.
Much love to that area. Me and Ben were both born in San Jose, so
I just want to go to the rink, man. I've been to a couple NHL games that were I've been to one NHL game, and I've been to a ton of live hockey games, and it's always awesome. But it's like that extra boost of being in your home rink with all the other fans, like when a goal is scored or something crazy happens, and the crowd just goes off.
Alaska. Dude, Alaska would be a dope place.
Yeah.
To visit.
I would like to do an Alaskan summer.
One of my current coworkers was actually stationed up there for a while. And he said he didn't want to come back. The only reason he did was because his wife made him.
I'm going to say, man, between Hawaii and Alaska is really tough because they both sound amazing in each of their own ways. I've been to basically everywhere else. And based on
Puerto Rico.
Based on the everywhere else, I'm gonna have to go with Alaska. Hawaii because of the beach. I tend to prefer the beach slightly. So,
surfing.
Life's a beach.
Life's a beach.
Salt life.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Buffett. Anybody who has a Salt Life sticker on your car, get out of here. Stop listening to our show.
It's always, dude, I've noticed it's always like either middle-aged white people or it's always like some college girl.
Yeah.
And the best thing,
that girl.
the best fucking thing ever is the first time my brother saw that, he thought it said slut life.
Yeah, me too.
It does look
he's
like
like, yo, he's like, look at this. This chick's advertised, and I'm like, dude, that's his Salt Life. He's like, that doesn't say slut life, but that's hilarious. So font choices, folks.
Accurate description of the Destiny community, though.
Very much. That's just such a Jimmy Buffett looking ass thing to have on there. Like, that's like, this is like lake boat culture people more than even beach people. Yeah.
We could do that again, but
I don't even understand what's happening here.
Oh my God, Scary. That fucking made it.
Boat culture.
The Jimmy Buffett-esque thing to have. I love it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No. If there was ever like a middle-aged white people thing, it's a Jimmy Buffett ass thing.
Seriously.
That's for sure.
Get
For
outta
sure.
here, dude. What you been doing?
White Castle or Taco Bell? And
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
White
Dead.
Castle.
Really?
Scott's
I've
a
never been-
hater.
I've never been to either, but Taco Bell has given me diarrhea 2 out of the 2 times I've eaten there, so I don't want that.
Oh man.
White Castle.
Try White Castle. Live stream it. I'll give you my Twitch key.
Oh
So
my
you can-
gosh. That's got to be against the TOS.
No
Harming
way.
yourself like that.
Harming
live?
yourself.
That? Come on, guys.
Oof! Wow, this is crazy. Laz wants to know, if you were to travel through time, how would you get rid of the other you when you come across them?
Oh, frick.
That's some Highlander shit. That's
Why do
crazy.
you? Why do you have to get rid of the? Okay,
Wait,
wait a minute.
hold
Wait a
on.
minute. If you get rid of the other you, you're killing yourself. If it's in the past, then you kill yourself currently. And if
No.
Well,
No,
I guess you're
this-
talking in the
Look,
future.
no,
at this
we are
point.
not. We are not getting into the semantics of time
No,
travel.
Is
you
it-
have
is
to
it-
decide.
you have
way
to.
too
You
Are you
have
going to the future or the
because
past?
It's if it's a multiverse, then you're just killing like a version of yourself.
Exactly,
It's
yeah,
not.
you're
The question
You're-
is,
you're-
how would you ambush yourself?
Oh my god.
But it depends, Ben. It depends.
Yeah.
Where's Laz at? Somebody get Laz on the phone.
I mean, to be honest, if a time traveling me tried to kill me in my current state, it'd be pretty easy.
1-800 Laz. Stand by. Hold on.
He's lurking. He's not like live in the chat right now. He
Come
came
on,
in, was
Laz.
like, "What's up, guys? I'm lurking."
I think we have to assume that it's a multiverse kind of thing, because either it's multiverse or in the future. Those are the only options.
Okay.
So
Because otherwise,
like,
you're killing yourself before you even get out there, and then you create a paradox, and you don't even, you know what I mean? Like that's bad. That's
Okay,
bad news for
okay.
everybody.
yeah.
So
Hey,
If you kill yourself, it's fine.
no, it's
yeah.
not.
Well,
Why
no.
would you say
I
things
think
like
he's
that?
saying
He's
that
saying
those are the
no-
rules. You
no-
kill yourself. It'll be
butterfly
fine. It
effect?
won't- Yeah. So, well, I
Yeah.
mean, there could be a butterfly effect, but I think
You
he's
don't, you
saying
don't know.
you can still kill
But then you
yourself
run in- you run
without
into-
You won't
disappearing.
cease to exist.
But then you run into
So
the
then we're talking
Terminator.
about future. We're talking about either you're going to the future and you're going to kill yourself in the future, or you're going to another timeline. You're going to kill yourself in that other timeline and then take over that timeline from that person. So, I mean, is it a better timeline, Ben? What do you think?
I was waiting for it. I was going to ask the
Is this
same
a good
thing.
timeline?
It's a good timeline or what?
I don't know what's happening.
Well, I mean, I would definitely lure myself away with promises of knowledge. Like, look, I would tell them I'm from the future, and I would tell myself he's me. I would tell me that, like, hey, you got to come with me because, you know, like I have vital information.
Yeah.
Or
What
you're
would
gonna F
be
it all up. I'm from the
Scary.
future.
How
Come with
would
me if you want to live.
How would your future self know? How would your past self know that your future self was you? Like, what bit of knowledge would they have to spit out to be able to be like, okay, you're legit?
Well, I just show 'em my scars.
Okay. With the stories have to be involved.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna chloroform myself and then tie up fucking cinder block around my feet and throw myself in the river.
What? That's terrible.
I
That
was
is
gonna say,
horrible,
that's
dude.
Oh
awful.
my
Wow.
god.
That's
Jeez
awful.
Louise.
The only
I
thing
was
worse
just
is
thinking
when
I'd
the
skin myself alive, but that's wow.
the only
Oh,
thing
man.
worse than a cinder block is when it's a lawnmower.
Jeez
To be
Louise,
honest-
guys, this is getting dark.
To be honest,
I
I
was thinking
know.
like a lot of alcohol and maybe
Yeah.
some pills.
I
Like,
know that I am a very
jeez
heavy
Louise,
sleeper,
dudes.
so I would just like come in and shoot myself in the head while I was sleeping. Wouldn't know I was coming in, and you're dead before you notice.
Well, I hope you're a good
Wait,
shot. 'Cause if
I've
you miss,
changed
that's
my
gonna
mind.
suck.
While sleeping? Come on. Like,
Look,
how bad of a
Stan.
shot do you have to be point blank while sleeping? Like,
You never know. You're gonna have a lot of adrenaline going. You're gonna be nervous because you don't know if like you're supposed to be doing this or not. You know,
Right.
like you don't know if this is part of your
But
destiny.
I will know that
You're gonna
I
be
will
shaking a
not
little
wake
bit.
up. I will
You're
know
gonna be
that
shaking
there's
a
no
little
way
bit.
I'm gonna wake up because I
Guaranteed,
sleep
you're
that
gonna be
heavy.
shaking. You're gonna
I'm
have
just
a
gonna-
you're gonna have a raincoat. You're gonna want to bring a raincoat, I think.
Okay.
Look, I have the answer to this. Okay, we watch a lot of animal documentaries, and if you want to die in a good way, you get bit by a cobra. because cobra venom is apparently the craziest fucking high you'll ever have.
So you're gonna catch a cobra and cobra yourself?
So it's
Oh,
like
no, absolutely
ayahuasca,
not.
and then you just die at the end.
I'm
just
saying
gonna send myself to Mexico. I'm gonna be like, it says get rid of. It doesn't say
Get
kill.
rid of. Oh
Yeah. So just.
oh fuck that, man! I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna team up with myself, and then everybody's
Oh,
in fucking
that's
trouble.
easy. That's if
Or
it's,
maybe I'm in trouble. I don't know which one because I don't know.
well, you
I
can't have
trust
both
myself.
people in the same space. So all you got to like, all I'm doing is I'm gonna be like, hey, I traveled through time to get here. Here's a bunch of knowledge about life that from me that's experienced your life. Take this time machine back to when I left and just live my life with this knowledge. There
Have
you
you
go.
guys ever seen
I
the
don't think
episode?
that's in the spirit of the question.
He
No.
said
I
it
think
said
I
get
think
rid
you
of.
guys are-
It said get rid of. So I would just
I think-
trade my other time
I
self.
think you guys are. I think when Laz says get rid of, he's like, he's saying take care of it. You know what I mean? Like I think he's.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah, yeah. How are we gonna forget about that guy? I can't do it really, but Scott, you gotta help me out here.
Yeah.
Scott being
Uh,
regionist right now.
Like
yeah,
it-
I'm being
yeah.
a real regionist.
Exactly.
Look,
Send him around the corner for what do they say in Goodfellas? What is what's his name? Fucking Robert De Niro. What's Robert De Niro send him around the corner for? He's like, yeah, there's a new TV around the corner. Just go get it. Just go pick it up over there. Go ahead. And they just fucking like, no, we know this game, and they run away. Yeah, just do that. Be like, yeah, new TV around the corner. Go ahead. Go on.
Yeah.
Everything you ever wanted, right around the corner. Just go ahead. Forget about it.
Send him to go swim with the fishes.
So that was a mess of a question. So
Yeah, thanks, Laz. Jeez.
Gosh. All right, so don't get us talking about time
Scientists
travel.
to throw us through a Vex gate.
Look, if you're gonna talk about time travel, you better at least understand, like that we
The
gotta know
parameters, yeah.
whether we're talking about a paradox or we're talking about
All right,
multiple
so
timelines.
to be clear, listeners, in
I
the
don't know.
future, if you ask us any questions involving time travel, you better be very specific about your
just
parameters.
don't ask us questions about time travel anymore.
We're
Although-
only accepting questions about time travel.
I'm
from
with
now on.
Scary on this one.
Perfect. Although perfect paradox. That's my favorite shotgun.
I
Steve,
still haven't gotten it.
Oh, it's so good, so good. If you like Hawthorns because of the full auto and the stats on it, and then the full auto, you can just empty the mag in 2 seconds. You'll love Perfect Paradox because it's from Saint 14.
It does
And
look really cool.
Also, it looks cool, but also the mag has like 7 in it versus 3, and it's full auto, and you can just dump the whole thing. It's great.
Jeez Louise, that's awesome.
It's fantastic.
Absolute zero. This is just a question for Steve.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody else think that Legiana from Monster Hunter World is a cheap knockoff of Articuno?
Of who?
Articuno. It's a Monster Hunter / Pokemon question, and the answer is yes. It is a cheap knockoff of Articuno.
Cool.
Although, if I were to if like they were to retrofit Articuno into Monster Hunter, I would much rather fight Articuno than Legiana. I think
Okay.
Legiana is more annoying.
So if you could go back in time
You guys are
And
killing me.
and put Pokemon in Monster Hunter, which Pokemon? Which
Blastoise, 100%. That would be a good fight.
One has to go. Punk rock. And
Blastoise was already in D1.
What?
Blastoise was already in D1.
yeah.
Yeah,
Blastoise
Shield
was in
Brother.
D1.
Oh, you guys are talking about Monster Hunter. Get the hell out of here. See, I hear Monster Hunter. I'm just like,
You haven't tried it.
I'll be honest,
You
dude.
know-
I'm with you, Scary. I hear Monster Hunter, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, again with this shit. Come on.
You haven't
look, I'll
tried
give
it
it a
either.
shot once it's out on PC.
It's so good.
But until then, like,
I'm just tired
Gonna
of
make
hearing
fun of
about
it.
it.
So
Man.
good. I mean, you don't put 140 hours into a game in a month and have it. It's not good. Converse put 200 hours in a month.
well, that's Converse. Like Converse, that dude is committed.
He
One
is.
has to go. Punk rock. I mean, clothing, style, everything.
Punk rock culture. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he specifically says no explanation needed, so you don't get to ask about it.
Okay.
Or video games on all platforms.
Is that what he actually means by no explanation needed? I think what he's saying is that you don't have to. I think what he's trying to say, I think the spirit of what he's trying to say here is that you don't have to like explain this thing away. It just goes away. It never happened.
I'm saying I'm picking punk rock.
Wait, hold on. It was punk rock or what?
Or video games. I'm picking punk. I'm eliminating punk rock.
I'm eliminating video games.
Oh man, yeah. No, I can't.
I think I'm gonna agree with Ben on this one. I'll swear off video games.
Yep.
Can't do it.
It came down to the 6 string.
I like so much music.
I picked the 6 string.
I like so many different kinds of genres. I can live with.
I'd keep video games and just make a punk rock video game.
You can't. There is
no
kind of punk rock.
I win.
Scary wins.
I just won.
He just gamed the system.
No, punk rock doesn't exist if you choose video games. There's no kind of punk rock.
You could make it exist, but just in video game form.
No,
you guys don't even answer these people's questions. But
that's the whole game. The whole game of how are we gonna do these listener questions is how do we get out of not answering the questions? That's the whole game.
See, I disagree.
I want somebody to come in and come up with a question that is literally undodgeable. You come in here with a question that I can't dodge.
So how are you
get a 5-star review?
How are you gonna make a punk rock video game that isn't actually punk rock? Because punk rock in all its forms doesn't exist.
No explanation needed.
So you just create the game, and you take. I mean, you're basically doing what the Ramones did.
And so you're trying to create punk rock.
Yeah, you're trying, but you can't because those things don't exist.
It doesn't matter.
What things don't exist? You're talking about the basic building blocks of punk rock. You're talking about boots and mohawks. Those don't exist.
Back to before I ask this question.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Would you warn yourself, or would you just take care of yourself? If you know what I mean.
I would team up with myself.
Oh my god!
Make punk rock.
Yes.
See, here's the thing. So you guys chose to get rid of, or Zan, you chose to get rid of punk rock, and I'm gonna go back in time and tell myself how to. But because it's a different universe. It's an alternate universe.
You know what? No, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step across.
Still has it.
I'm gonna step across 4 different timelines. Okay. And get 4 of myself, and
he's gonna bring boots from one timeline. He's gonna bring a bass guitar from another. He's gonna bring a mohawk from another one, and I guess you don't really need drums. You could bang on anything, and then a guitar from another one. So that's
exactly.
Boots are essential. Drums aren't.
I'd create my own version of the Ramones. Great, except for way less talent and way worse tempers.
Oh my god,
that's okay. Ben's gonna edit all this out anyway.
Yeah.
No, in the chat.
I could not even pay attention to what was happening.
I think we broke Ben, guys.
Yeah. Narwhal in the chat said he'd trade punk rock for Skate 4.
Yeah. See, I was gonna bring that up earlier because EA remastered Burnout, and that's the first game that they've remastered. So I was wondering if we're gonna get, Skate 3 remastered. Even would be awesome.
What are even some good EA games?
All the BioWare stuff.
Yeah, basically, except for Andromeda.
Yeah, I just don't care about any of those.
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Mech Warrior 2.
They did Medal of Honor.
See, I was never a Mech Warrior guy. I was more of an Armored Core guy.
The SSX games.
That's good too, man. Anything that's like large, like walking tanks and robots. I'm all
Armored Core was dope for PS1. Man, that game was frick.
Mass Effect is dope.
It was awesome.
So was Star Wars: The Old Republic.
The last question of the night comes from Grumpy Dumps. This is a real one.
All right.
It says, question for the podcast.
Is it, or is it just you traveling back in time to tell us that so you can take care of your other son?
I'm gonna travel back in time and murder everything. I'll just murder you guys, and the show will go great.
Did Ben and Scott trade places tonight? This is fantastic.
It's because I've been off of fucking work since like.
No, it's just revenge for all the Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter crossover nonsense jokes.
Don't talk to me about which
Very
Kirk
true.
is better, okay? Captain Kirk died from that lightsaber, and that's the way it'll always be. He says, you guys planning on changing direction in the focus of the podcast / stream away from... Do you guys plan on changing direction in the focus of the stream / podcast away from Destiny in the short term due to the content / player drought? Or are you going to tough it out and try to pave the way for new content creators / streamers? So this is something that I know that I think about a lot.
Yeah. Same.
And if I don't know, we've been trying to kind of talk about more than just Destiny, but as you can tell, we still do talk a lot about Destiny. It's still the reason that we are together. But
and we play it a lot.
You can expect that things are going to be, gradually changing, and we're kind of just. I think we're going to try and just stay more current on what's going on with video games and entertainment, and just give you the highlights on Destiny.
And as far as
honestly,
video games
it's
go,
always kind of been about like just what we're extremely into, and we've been extremely into Destiny for a really long time. You know,
we still kind of are. Like I still play Destiny at least once a week or every 2 weeks, and I can't say that about a lot of other games. Even like Destiny 2 and the place that it's in is still so much fun that I like every once in a while I'll be like, oh, I just want to go in there and shoot some people in the head, and no other game does it for me like Destiny.
Yeah, like even Destiny 2 in its current state is still a game that scratches an itch that no other game does. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast with PUBG. I'm still playing like El Dorito with my kid, and I'm playing a bunch of other ridiculous games. But man, Destiny 2, it still just scratches a certain itch for me. Mostly the PvP itch.
Yeah.
But
and if it's not, you should try Hunter.
It's the only game that I still log into and play almost every day, definitely every week. I run around, do public events, and try different guns. I still have to play through all the story on my Hunter, So I guess I don't know if that answers the question.
I think what we're trying to say is that we're going to talk about what we're playing, and we play games with each other, and we play games with you guys. So
I guess it's the thing with this second year that telling ourselves that it's okay to talk about things that aren't Destiny.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's kind of the point, is that we're still going to talk about Destiny, but it's okay when we don't, and that's kind of the direction that we're headed in, is being all right with bringing other content and talking about other things.
Yeah.
The way I've always looked at it is, and it's kind of funny because it's like headcanon, in-game type stuff. Think about it. What happens when, you take your Titan or your Hunter, your Warlock, you go out and you kick Gaul in the nuts and throw him off his own ship and then bag him. And then Osiris shows up and you get done with that adventure as a Guardian, and as your Titan, Hunter, or Warlock. What do? You sit in the tower? Sometimes you go wander around the EDZ and shoot some aliens. Other times you get yelled at by Shaxx in the Crucible. That's the way I look at it, man.
You're just preparing for the next assault.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, like we know those freaking triangle Dorito things are coming at us at some point.
Oh, it's the Dorito people scary.
Yeah, dude. I gotta keep my sunshot oiled. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot hear Doritos and not think about Holtzman's Doritos story from
Oh
DC.
my gosh.
That's gross.
It's so gross. Like I can't ruined Doritos for me. Seriously.
I'm not aware of this.
Don't. If you like Doritos,
yeah, it's gross.
Don't listen to it.
I don't eat Doritos that much anyways, so.
Grumpy Dumps then continues to go on to say, second question, mac and cheese or jalapeno poppers?
Jalapeno poppers.
Frick, jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers.
Yes.
100%.
I mean,
Jeez
jalapeno poppers.
Louise.
But what happens if
Mac and cheese.
you travel back in time to get the mac and cheese, but
And you
instead
put
of
it in
mac
the
and
freezer?
cheese, it's buffalo mac and cheese.
Hey,
You tell
guys.
yourself, like, look, it's going to be either jalapeno poppers or mac and cheese, but what if you put it as buffalo mac and cheese? And you tell yourself to bring the buffalo mac and cheese, then it's a harder choice.
Here's the thing I'm going to say, because I don't actually answer any of these questions. I'm going to make a jalapeno popper that's filled with mac and cheese.
That sounds delicious.
Yes.
And that's our show tonight.
That's
everybody.
amazing.
You can find me on Twitter at DeadBenMalone and on BNet and Steam and Uplay and all that fun stuff. You can find the show on Twitter at BarelyADS. You can send us an email, send it to BarelyADestinyshow@gmail.com, or just go to our website, BarelyADS.com. Steve, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Xanafan711, Instagram at Xanafan711, Snapchat at Xanafan, and Facebook, streaming almost every day at facebook.com/Xanafan711. Please smash that like, follow, and share button. I'd really, really appreciate it.
Smash them up.
Scott?
Snapchat Scott, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Not much else going on there. BarelyADS.com, obviously.
Scary.
Dude, BarelyADS.com and get in that Discord. I
He's in
mean,
the Discord.
Yeah, like literally, Discord is the place you want to be. Of all these things that we say, the Discord is the one that matters the most.
yeah, dude, especially if you're on PC. Come on.
Let's play.
Especially if you're a person on the planet that likes video games.
If you're a person, if you're a human being, get in that Discord.
Look, Discord is not one of them Jimmy Buffett ass things. Okay.
No. Yeah, there's no salt tramp stamp or whatever it was. Salt life, slut life, tramp stamp. This is just what was it? It was a bumper sticker.
Band of the week.
Salt Life.
Mountains like
Jimmy Buffett.
Band of the week is Mountains Like Wax. You can find it at
Jimmy Buffett on a
mountainslikewax.bandcamp.com. I hate you guys so much. All right, until next week. You know what we always say.
Be the light you want to see in others.
Salt life on the
Oh my god.
You know, we always say effing boat people.
So,
I'm stopping
yeah.
recording.
Peace out, everybody.
Oh, hey, hold on. We need to do another. Don't stop recording.
Already did.
Oh, well, you messed it up, Ben.
I know.
Don't stop, guys. Scott and
Don't
Zan,
stop believing.
We need to clap because my recording effed up. I had